All right, moving on. So we got Spy Family.
My favorite.
Um
This anime, and I could full-heartedly say this straightforward, but this anime is one of the top five most interesting, most engaging, and one of the most, I guess, fun and enjoyable animes to watch in 2022 going into 2023. I don't know how many parts. I don't even know how they're even breaking this up because they had, I guess it's part 2 of season 1, but I guess they're doing things in pieces, whatever the case may be.
right,
I
right, right.
love the structure.
Right.
Now, the structure, for most of y'all who may not know, is spy, assassin, kid, dog.
You don't gotta re-explain the show, bro.
I'm not, but I'm just
Okay,
saying, bro,
okay.
there's some people that may not know. There's gonna be may not be watching.
Nah, we always have the outlier. We talk about current events.
Either way,
If
either
you're not up to
way,
date, then just
either way.
they gotta
I'm
backtrack.
I'm enjoying the show. I think that the show currently has a good twist with the new dog with Bond.
Hmm.
I think that one, when you add a sidekick into a mix, into a family mix, where you're essentially trying to protect, or the kid is trying to protect their parents, kind of thing. I like that aspect of the show, but now I'm liking the show even more because of the aspect of now Anya could read Bond's mind, and he's seeing into the future and thinking about seeing and processing the future in his brain, and she could tap into that and help him, or help him, or help Lloyd, or help your essentially stay alive. And
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting ass concept, and I've never seen that done before in a show. Not quite like this. And yeah, bro. I mean, I think that her as a character, I think she's only gonna evolve more so now because of the fact that she has that relationship with Bond, for sure.
Okay. Me personally, I don't like the dog, not because it's a bad idea, but I think it's too early in the show. Now,
Mm.
I understand animes have budgets, right? So I understand there's budgets, there's deadlines, I get that. But I feel like with just the three characters, like the an assassin, a sidekick daughter, and a spy dad, I feel like there's so much to get out of just that core where you don't need to add a future seeing dog.
You
Oh,
right, but, and I say this to preface this, in a lot of family type shows, you normally have that dog. And it's not necessarily prevalent all the time, but you do have that aspect of, oh yeah, you have husband, wife, kid, and that dog aspect. I just like the fact that they gave the dog a useful feature, a useful ability to be able to do something to help, save crime. Because let's be honest here, like Lloyd, he has a hell of a job, and he's trying to save the world, and he's not going to be able to do it by himself. Although he's the greatest spy in, or I guess I guess the show prefaces that he's the greatest spy in the world.
yeah.
Even the greatest spy can get a little bit of help. I do agree with you. I do think that it might be a little too early to bring Bond into the scene, but they're killing it. Like, in regards to just the thought process, and in regards to the content, laying out the show, they're doing such a great job with pacing. They're doing such a great job with, placing these particular characters and growing these characters over a certain amount of episodes and a certain amount of time. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen next because, bro, even in this season where we're seeing season one, Anya, I wouldn't say Anya's like a bird brain by any means, but Anya didn't really have really much of goals or objectives as a character. You know what I mean? It was only when she got taken in by Lloyd, and then obviously Yor came in after. She started to be like, oh well, I don't necessarily want to leave. Like Lloyd, like dad, like my dad. Although he'll leave at some point. He's my dad is such a great person.
Well, she wanted a family. That was her thing.
Yeah, she's like, yo, like I want a family, I want to keep it. So she's trying her best to just kind of hold things down and then not tell them, oh yeah, well, I could read your mind. I know what you're saying. I know your deepest, darkest secrets.
Well, she can read your active thoughts.
Oh yeah, read your active thoughts for sure.
She can't actually dive into your conscious.
But wouldn't it be crazy if she could though?
Nah, that's too much.
Nah, I mean, bro, characters gotta evolve at some point.
Nah, I don't think the characters. I think like character evolution, is for like shows where like the center focus of the show is like the main character. For Spy Family, like Anya's not the main character. The main character is Spy Dude, whatever his name is.
Lloyd or Twilight.
Yeah, he's the main character. Anya's not the main character. At least that's how I see it. Like
I think that Anya
the plot revolves around him.
I wouldn't say that 100%. I'd say that like it kind of splits three ways. I think it's Anya. I think it's him, Anya, and
who's the main character?
No, I think that in that show, there's not necessarily a specific main character.
Okay.
I think that there's three. I think the family itself is the main, the main three people that the actual plot of the story wraps around with.
Yeah. No, we could agree to disagree there. I think that Twilight's the main character, and so he needs to develop, which he's been developing because he's starting to get thoughts of like maybe keeping him around, and he's starting to prioritize, family time over mission time and stuff like. So he's developing, and he should. He's the main character. But if Anya and the assassin girl, if they never develop, it's fine. I don't see an issue.
Nah, because I disagree though. I disagree because bro, Lloyd would have died if Anya. Well, then again, Lloyd would have died, and he would have died anyways if Bond wasn't necessarily in the story. But I think that. I don't know. I mean, I think that, it's interesting to see that family dynamic. And I think that if Anya was just a bird brain that never tried to help Lloyd, or she never tried to think, okay, well, what can I do to kind of like, help dad out, then the show wouldn't push forward. Let's be honest, like Lloyd, he's definitely the main character, but because he's the main character, he's cultivating a family. And Anya, she knows his secret. She's like, yo.
You said there is no main character.
Well, I'm saying like, damn, I really.
That's what I'm saying. You said well, there's no main character.
I'm saying like Twilight, like the story is the story. The family is the main circle. Fuck it. I'm getting tired. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let me restart, right? Let me restart, right? Although bro,
we don't have to agree. Like you could see it where there's no main character. I could see where there's a main character.
I'm saying like it's not like he's not. I'm saying like the family itself.
I wonder if you Google it. I wonder what comes up. Let me see.
I think that the family itself, bro, I think that they're the main surface of the show. That's what I'm trying to get at, right? Lloyd is a main character. Anya's a main character. Uh,
All right.
Yours the
Well,
main character. The
this
dog's the main
is
character in itself.
this is the Oops, wrong button. This is the thing here. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. Whoop. There we go. All right. For all of those at home that's wondering who the main character is, Google said, survey says, Lloyd Forger.
Nah. But if you look down, you see Anya, and then if you scroll down, you see the brother dickhead.
I mean,
But that's Google.
I mean,
That's Google.
I mean.
Well, who's Roydo Folja?
I mean, bro, you know how the manga and the show be different names and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the show so far is good.
But you know what? It's interesting that you see it as like there isn't really a main character because that's good. That means it's just good writing. Like that's a good thing. So I don't even think it's necessarily bad that you see it that way. There's a lot of people that probably see Anya as the main character or no main character. So that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But no, I think that in regards to what I want to see for the show moving forward, I mean, the dog aspect is cool, but I definitely want to continue to see Anya grow to try to help Lloyd out. Because honestly, if it isn't for her kind of thinking and kind of trying to plot, because right now we're seeing her like, okay, you know, for me to help dad out, I have to get close to this person and get close to that person and chop it up with these people. Like she's really trying her best to kind of create these connections, these neural connections with these different characters to try to, I guess, advance herself as, you know, advance the story, advance what Lloyd is trying to accomplish. And I want to see her continue to do that because I enjoy that. I think that, you know, she's not just a brain dead kid. She's actually a kid going into school every day on a mission to try to do good.
All right, let me say my take on the show. So
Yeah.
So I don't think I said it yet.
My fault.
Oh, no, you're good. Am I still sharing my screen? No, I'm not.
Nah. Well, it says stop sharing on my end.
So my overall take on the show, like I said, I think the dog thing, I think they put that in too early. So I don't like that. I think they had a great dynamic with just 3 characters. I feel like they should maximize that before they throw in a 4th character. I mean, just Lloyd and Anya was a good dynamic, but then you throw in like a wife, an assassin wife, like that was a solid core. A dog that could see the future. I feel like they're gonna run into plot holes with that because it's gonna be certain situations where it's like, oh, the dog didn't know that was gonna happen. They could have avoided that. But you know, at the same time, animes do have budgets. I don't see this as being like a long-standing, like 200-300 episode type anime. So I maybe they gotta speed things up because they only have a certain amount of episodes. So okay, cool. Overall, I think the show is great for one reason. That they're doing all of this with extremely limited action. And so when you're able to create an anime and the characters and the storyline is enough, and all you got to throw in is a sprinkle of action, that's always amazing.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you on that.
So especially nowadays, because everything mainstream is action. You know what I'm saying? So when you could just sprinkle in a fight scene or sprinkle in a kick or what, you know what I'm saying? Just sprinkle in some action, but the story and the characters
It's fire.
Is enough to keep somebody interested. That's always a great thing. So overall, I think it's great that they're able to focus on the writing, the characters, the dynamics, and then just have a sprinkle of action here and there. I think that's hard to do nowadays. I think the only other mainstream anime that's doing that, that's not like a fan service type anime, is Mob Psycho. But Mob Psycho has hella action, like that it builds up to, but just the story alone keeps you in it. I can't really think of another like popularish anime that's like the story is so good it could not have the action. But um maybe Mob Psycho. Now I think about it, Mob Psycho has a lot of action. I could be wrong about Mob Psycho.
No. I mean, Mob
But
Psycho 100 definitely has a lot of action, but
but the story's really good.
the storyline is really good. Yeah, it's not exactly what you're depicting, but it's you know the content is there. The meat of the story is there for sure.